At some point, I need to figure out how to do 3D rendering and animation and make just an absolutely beautiful introduction where it has like a over gruffified version, if that's even a fucking term, of my character, and then just see it. Like foreboding in the background of a God of War backdrop. And you can just see the wind blowing through its cape. It's all glistening, holding a rough sewn weapon of some sort. And then it just sideways glance every couple of, maybe 30 seconds. Like that shit will honestly make me call every time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that stuff would be legitimately awesome. Hey, thank you for another scav flag. To be honest, right now is a good time for me to play because there's so much shit. And then, of course, we're gonna we're gonna follow it right up with the song about being a heartbreaker in Skyrim. Nothing more fitting. Nothing more fitting. Is this working? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Fuck, it's actually getting hot in here. Which is strange, because it was, like, cold enough to actually snow outside. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, no, I don't want to know about how much gigabytes I've saved. Google, I want to know what the fuck's the weather. It's like asking, it's funny. Google is asking for what county and what town I'm in, and yet they're already getting relatively accurate numbers. The thing is, the less I use location services, the less accurate the GPS and all the stuff on my phone gets. Like, it keeps thinking, like, where are you? You're in, like, some county, like 30 counties over. I'm like, what? That's not even the same in state. It's amazing. I'm not even sure how the hell it gets that, but apparently it's getting cross references of cell towers completely fucked up. But that's just good, because that just means Verizon and what the fuck ever are not actually communicating with each other. So it's just beautiful to me. That's absolutely beautiful. I absolutely hate this, like, tab system YouTube Mail has, because I'm trying to find, like, what mails I actually have, and it keeps not actually telling me. Here, just give me a primary. There we go. That primary one is going to be way fucking better. Because that was completely useless prior. And it's also funny too, every time I stream, I also lose a follower. Same thing with YouTube. I've actually lost, I want to say, 2 subscribers. And it's just because I've been streaming. It's amazing. The less I stream, the less I lose, but also the less I gain. So then comes the balance of trying to actually develop an interesting enough stream to actually encourage discussion, or at least subscriptions. Things like that. Let's see, how are the forums doing right now? I'm expecting everyone to be bitching. I'm a heartbreaker. Like, this is honestly what I do a lot of the time. It's not even playing the game. Like, I just like talking about the game, to be honest. But then to be honest, when you come to the forums, it's like, yes, it's time to talk about it. But then it's just like, you see these old-ass forum posts about radar armor and hovers that have been going on for ages. Oh, this one looks relatively recent. What's going on here? 6 hours ago. They're too fast. And let's say, pretty much everyone's going to agree with you that hovers are good, but that's just because of their nature of design and how it doesn't really fit into this game very well. I don't know. I haven't really tried hovers at all, so I don't know how good they are, but at the same time, whenever I play them in Clan Wars, they certainly are effective. Their peaking potential is unmatched, and when you're sniping, it's basically impossible. I don't want to say impossible, but it's just like, statistically, you're less likely to win. Like, if you got a Typhoon build, is it going to win better on a hover, or is it going to win better on that build? I can already tell you which one it is without having to look. Alright. So you're good there. Now let's go ahead and try to slap you on here. Here we go. If I can stop being a kleptomaniac, there we go. And I'm actually gonna need to build this out too. We're gonna be trying a double caucus build here. But hopefully this time it's a little bit more beefy. Here, how about we actually move you forward? Because at least that way we can keep you nice and safe. Then use large fenders here to, of course, protect you. Yeah, see, look at that. Still nice and completely covered. See, that's what you always want. Because that level of protection is just amazing. It looks like, though, I can move this back one more. Yeah, there we go. I don't want these things stacked too close together. For one, I just don't want them to get shot off easily. But two, it also looks better. So let's see, for you, I suppose we definitely want to be using a variety of wheels here. I'm not quite sure if we're going to look as beefy as last time. And actually, let's go ahead and throw in the oil barrels before I forget some. And I might not be able to actually use the last energy, but that's fine. There we go, looking mighty fine. It's either that or I can peek underneath my jawbreaker cabin, but either way doesn't really matter. I was just thinking, if that fuel barrel was just one shorter, I could throw in a nice frame in there and kind of make it useful. But alright, whatever. Because like, there's like nothing that kind of fits in there, really. Actually, I guess I could. No, because then that'd be too far out. Because like I need one that's like 3. Yeah, and if I put it there, it wouldn't work either. Okay, shit. Well, yeah, that's right. This one had really awkward building angles. And the thing is, we're going to be adding on way more armor. So I can't quite have it like this. And of course, attach it to the cabin, as always. I could have a car jack. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Because there actually has been a couple situations in which a car jack would have saved my ass. That, and I could basically jump off cliffs with impunity. It's like, the fuck are you doing? I'm completely fine, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it's gonna save me decently. And actually, you know what? I could probably hide that in there. And kind of flip that around. Oh, no, I can't. Alright, now, how about you stand down there, then? Yeah, just keep hiding in there, we'll be fine. Now I just need to figure out a way to hide that a little bit more. I mean, yeah, I could do it like that. So then I pinch that one back. And then I throw in just a large wheel right there. That could work. And then just extend this out one more, because we kind of have to regardless. It's a little bit larger than I would have liked, and definitely the backside is getting thicker than really needs be. But at the same time, I want this thing to be balanced. Actually, you know what? It's actually perfectly fine up front. I may want one more frame up there. And then just double ram that. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. And just make sure this thing doesn't immediately get beamed. And we can cover that easily enough. I might not be able to use full fat walls, but we'll see. Although, you know what I could do? Instead of normal large wheels up front, would that work? If I did twin steering wheels instead. Does it actually lean it forward? It does. In fact, to the point of it not making my back wheels touch. However, it still seems to maneuver just fine. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That actually might work out just fine. Alright then, let's go ahead and slap the back on here. Nothing fancy, just something to cover it up. Hmm. Although, I don't know, do we have... no, we don't really have the weight. I was like, we could fuck around a bit. No. I literally have no weight. As soon as all is said and done with this build, thing's gonna be basically weight capacity with like a third of the HP. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Slap on a two-piece. And hopefully by leaning it forward, we'll have a little bit more downwards angling. You see, you still can't stop yourself from doing boxes in the end. It's just like inevitable. It's just like the right effing height every time. And then something like that. And then what if we slap on? Other way. Oh, yeah. Actually almost makes it look pretty official. Except for the fact it's discolored. Fuck it, whatever. And then something to catch the rammers. And let's see, yeah, I guess we could have lights up there. Don't you look pretty? Okay then. Something to catch the sides. At least a little bit. I don't want this thing to like immediately pop. Especially considering how exposed those fuel barrels are. That's a recipe for disaster. How about you there? You could also throw bumpers on this if you want a little extra power. But the fucking car jack's in the way. Here, and then slide in. Yeah, so that looks sick. There's a drag on the ground, though. Okay, no good. Can you fit inside? Yes, you can. Beautiful. You get like a double shield. There we go. So all power. And we haven't even added on all the armor yet. It's like the majority of the power score on the last build. Although to be fair, this thing is still beefy as shit. This thing is still going to be multiple hundreds of points. Here we go. So 4 on each side. Yeah, so look at that weight capacity again. So it's either that or another couple set of twin wheels. Or we could reduce weight, which is never ideal. But the thing is, I really can't reduce weight much more. I mean, I guess I could get rid of these larger, heavier parts. See, all you fat bitches tend to be a little bit skinnier. This will be a much easier process. I could put those on there. They ain't that bad. Because the thing is, these things are just so weak. Like, that's like the major issue. It's like, you can have these things. It's just, yeah, you're just going to sacrifice like half your survivability. There we go. And then same thing. No, that wouldn't work. Do you even have a narrowed down slope for that? You've got that, but that doesn't work at all. Slap that out. Do we have more of these? Yes, we do. Alright. Yeah, it looks rough as shit. Oh, God. Just slightly too far forward. The issue is that thing makes it kind of vulnerable to getting sniped. And if it loses like its front wheels, it's basically going to be spinning. Oh yeah, those caucuses are going to have no range. Like that needs to kind of go down. It kind of protects it. Although I'm pretty sure that drags on the ground. No, it does not. Beautiful. Kind of works. It's just like double shield blasting from the side. Just so that nothing catches. Kind of works. Kind of works. Like, just a way to make that connect, but the issue is, like, that's straight on the cabin. So you really can't make that work. At least not effectively. Ooh, moves the wrong way. There we go. And see, the issue is, as soon as you get rammed in the back, it goes right out. Fuck, it would just work so much better if we just had slightly larger wheels there. 900, I mean, it only gives us an extra 150. And, like, we need considerably powerful wheels there. A medium wheel just to balance it out. Well, we could throw starter wheels on there. It would technically work. How much power does it draw? 17%, that's a lot. That's the equivalent of throwing on another wheel. Ah, but it's also, like, basically no power score. I could see it working. There can be no parts below this wheel, please. What? Is it just like the fact that's there? And then throw another starter wheel steering in there? Should have put a regular old medium wheel in there? No, I'd probably need a steering version. Yeah, no, we ain't rocking with that. That's a bad time waiting. That's a bad time waiting. Let's try something else. Yeah, let's go ahead and put you back too. I mean, we could just say tough shit and suck it up, but But then we can also add another twin wheel onto that. If we just want to make it just beefy enough to carry everything. I mean, the thing is, we don't need a full... Okay, no, we do need a full 2 twin wheels, to be honest. 50% bullet pass-through. Good fucking joke. Alright. Let's try it. Just add on another one. technically still max acceleration. The thing's now just mostly tire though. Kinda works though. Kinda works. And then what happens if we bump you down to them? Yeah, no, we can't slap anything underneath there. Yeah, it kinda works though. Okay. And then do we want to add in a wide slope? It does just make it slightly more beefy. And we do have that huge slope out at the front too. But do we have anything to fix that? I don't think so. Technically though, it does cap it. Alright, let's actually throw in all the accessories, because I do need to figure out whether or not how those fit on. And then, right there. I don't get how the fuck these things operate. It's witchcraft. And then... we need 5 more accessories. Big old flag, of course. Still need another 5. Could throw in Venezuela horn. Could throw in other accessories. 5 travel bags if you just want to destroy the absolute living crap out of everything. Use Venezuela horn if you wish your team to club you in the middle of your game. Okay, so it looks decently patched up. Still, there's no side plating here, but I don't quite think I may need that. We'll have to see though. It is lesser power score, so I should actually get into slightly lesser games. If not, I could always slap on another couple of pieces of armor. This thing will be heavier though. However, thanks to the extra wheels, I should be able to move decently well. It's either that or slapping on medium wheels, which honestly probably wouldn't be that bad. A small little outcropping to protect the wheels. And then we have those front bumpers, which should do a decent job. Those things have a massive fucking hitbox. You know, it's funny. Twitch keeps telling me to do advertisements. Like, legitimately, they keep telling me to do advertisements. It's like, to grow your channel and not get mid-roll ad or just like an ad before you get into a channel, which is like the 99% reason why most channels don't get like their viewers to retain, because they have to sit through like a minute advertisement. So if you can get rid of that, you effectively like increase your outreach. So to prevent that, you have to... Okay, bye-bye. To prevent that, you gotta play a shitload of ads during your stream. You're getting there, Ito. You're absolutely fucking doing it. Beautiful job. I'm sure those hills are nice and fucking dusted. Is this dude coming in at some point? Because I feel like it just looks like these dudes are giving me some nice air. Now see, this car is a little bit too good at turning. It's unable to really get that effective pushing. Oh, like I don't have a fucking skinner. But we may lose to getting captured. We're gonna need to be ball rushing B right now. Come on, grab those testicles of yours. Alright. Come on. Ah, shit, he did disarm me, though. Or deleg me, I don't fucking know. This is why you need tracks. Oh, nice. Absolutely fucking biffed. And he's gonna come for me? No. Oh, no, he still is. That literally does not help you at all. He's like, I'm gonna drag you and fuck you up now. You did absolutely nothing to help you in that regard. Fuck off, Helgi. Fuck! There's only so much armor I can slap onto this fat effing car. Yeah, it's close enough. But for a first game, that's actually not that bad. For a prototype, getting 1,700 points. I mean, considering I literally slapped this thing together in like 15 minutes. Ain't bad. Ain't bad. I could probably throw in a bumper onto the front of the car. Oh, the thing is, too, we're actually close to mass limit. So I really couldn't throw that big of a bumper onto this thing. Ooh. But I could also throw a bumper onto the side of the car. Which actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Which one will win out? I think it's Venezuela Horn wins out in that scenario. Fuck, I wish I had 2 of these shock absorbers. These things look pretty fucking sweet. Because then I could slap on a couple of these bad boys for some extra... It's high durability mass ratio with contact resistance, which is always nice. Do you restrict firing angles, though? I think technically, but not really. See... And the logs are kind of in an unfortunate positioning. It's either that or use straight up small plows, which have 500 mass to them. Oh yeah, those bad boys also use up a lot of power score. So many options, so little actually useful. Still, at least we have these nice fat fenders around them. Those things add so many ducking points. They basically kind of like double the effectiveness. Hey, that actually fits in kind of nicely. Almost seems like it fits. Although I'm pretty sure it's clipping through. It is. Cute visual bug. To be fair, this game is made on a dime. I guarantee you, whoever made this game, I feel like the money that actually is generated by this game is just siphoned directly back into the publisher and made to go towards, like, World of Tanks development or some shit. Or maybe they're gonna make another Battle Royale game called... What did they have, like, that lasagna Battle Royale game? Is that thing even still working nowadays? I'm like 30% sure the thing shut down. Let's see, 139, 192. Oh, it's also an extra 200 power score if I did that. Oh, the shock absorbers are actually lower power score. Nice. You see, that one's cheap. And see, that one's considerably cheaper. So by basically just getting rid of that, you get a lot more points. And a lot more HP. I don't know, we'll try something smaller. Ooh, but the backpack's interfering. Yeah, what can we do here instead? Here, just something like that. Still got a couple dozen pieces left. It should be okay. I wish this thing wouldn't be a flag. I wish we could just have a banner instead. Because this shit interferes with so much of my firing patterns, and I'm just trying to get the thing shot off as soon as I can. Alright, let's try it again. Actually, lesser power score, I think, too. Let's see. I just gotta love how Team Hate somehow manages to get over a 100-point lead. I'm curious as to what they're doing to actually increase their lead. It's either that or they're facing low-tier clans, but I guarantee that's not the case. I actually remember facing quite a few of these clans when I was doing Clan Wars my day. And then you would always face the Ripa Academy too, and it's like, this is a top 60 clan that actually gets a uranium reward every week. Why the fuck are we facing these dudes? We're not even in, like, tin. And we just get our ass handed back to us and then clobbered back down into, like, copper or what the fuck ever. Like, you would make a lot of progress in one day, and then it'd just be immediately fucking gone the next round of competing. And you're just like, yep, that's sweet. Great, great. I love that. That's so much fun. Wow, I love losing. And it wasn't just like one loss, it was always like a continuous string of losses. It wasn't like, okay, we brawled in that fight with the melee, we'll get our next turn, but the next turn would be like a team of 6 scorpions, and you're like, okay, everyone, let's commit suicide so we don't have to waste 10 minutes here, especially with them probably going to BM the shit out of us. Keep running, my boys. I'll keep you nice and protected. Thickness Everdeen here is to keep you safe. My 2 ass cheeks keep all who dare to stay behind its warm embrace, nice and safe. It actually doesn't feel as imposing, but at the same time, it is a really fucking thick. Why is this one louder than everything else? Stay frozen, double red. Fuck, I don't even remember the lyrics. The thing is, this car actually feels considerably faster. That extra 5 kilometers actually does result in significant speeds. Eh, shit. Disposal. Is anyone gonna get this dude? Or are you all just gonna fail to get on point? Bad a bitch, she gave me neck. I left tickets on heck. Stupid bitch, she called me sunshine. I can't stand no disrespect. Fuck, I just love that cadence too. The cadence actually adds to it. I love how the track dude just does a straight up. How does this impulse dude plan on? Okay, did they just commit suicide? Oh no, he's a goblin building. Cute. Bye bye. I think we should be okay as long as I can keep. Oh, is Julie stripped though? I think she is. What's up? Is he just ignoring me? Alright, sweet. I'll take that. Oh yeah, and they're all split up. They're fucked. Oh yeah, especially considering they only have 1 kill. I'll say, if you want to brawl, by all means, I could. Got 1600 HP at 5000 power score with 300 HP guns. I'm more than willing to kiss a little bit of ass cheeks, hey boy. They're just lucky. I actually wonder if the DPS of these guns is actually considerably increased. These are considered machine guns, but they're automatic machine guns, so they're differentiated between, you know, the Spectre, Cord, Vector, Defenders, etc. But the DPS itself, or the perks themselves, apply to all machine guns. Cute. Thank you. It appears the big fenders are a big issue here. You're still gonna die. Ooh, aspect. Cute. Interesting how you have a legendary gun at this tier. Ah, fuck. Yeah, no way is able to strip. That damage potential of the aspects is good. But I'm curious, what power square does he have? Because those things are like 1500 points apiece. Or, sorry, I think it's even higher now. Interesting. Why are we getting these dudes in the game? Yeah. Vertically mounted guns like that never seem to work. You're doing good there. Wall's looking very nice. Hopefully you don't get beamed by some machine gunner that'll instantly take off your guns. Or that. Hmm. No, he's just committing suicide. He's like, fuck it, give me points. I mean, still, we're doing decent. I mean, we're still the top performing member twice now. Fuck. It's not looking good when a prototype caucus build somehow manages to still outperform 7 people consistently. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you have to remember, at this PS, high durability weapons are basically king high durability weapons or very high damage weapons. That's why cannons are basically god tier. Especially if you can hit any hover build with a cannon, or especially in 88, holy shit. Pierce through their front armor and explode the entirety of their, hovers? They're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. Yeah. So this thing has some nice turning speed. Good for trying to whip around any sort of track build. Or if you're trying to get good shots. I could try Russian Seam. We already lost 2 bots though, and a machine, or rather, a bot and a machine gunner. It's actually strangely balanced though. Yeah, we're still kind of fucked. Maybe we should do Reaper. I feel like they couldn't be too bad. Fuck it, what is everyone else doing? They're just battling over B? And jerking off in the corner, okay. What's F2? Interesting. At least they're adding UI elements, but like, why are they developing that? I don't think anyone was really clamoring for a new UI element that allowed you to see challenges in the middle of your PvP match. Where are you going? You look like you're by your lonesome here, aren't you? There you go. What? Oh, that's fucking right. Their explosion can go through my frame. So if the explosion is perfectly parallel with your frames, it can go all the way through and hit your barrels. It happens. That's the weird thing with pass-through damage, is that you get weird situations like that where it looks like an explosion penetrates the entirety of your car. And there's real no way to kind of prevent that, because it's either have your barrels in the back and let them get shot. But hey, at least we still have our radar. We can at least be kind of useful. Maybe. Question mark. I mean, it doesn't matter now that I stay alive. I literally don't give a shit. I get no points, or rather, I don't get any fuel. I sure get a little badge that says last leg standing or some shit, but Yay, 26 points. It's still nicer. I still get double EXP regardless. Like, honestly, this would be the good time to try to fuck around with adventure mode and see what I could harvest from that. Because apparently in adventure mode, I mean, they used to give you like 1,000 points per adventure, per win. And oh my fucking god. That's a lot of good stuff. It's like 200 points per, or rather, it's like 2,000 points per mission. Get the 50% bonus, plus the 25 flag and 25 with accessories. And by the end of it, you would have like 10,000 points for like 2 hours of grinding. But then you're also playing adventure mode, which is fucking boring as hell. Cute. Look at this. Shink. Slap yourself down. Whee! As to whether or not the spinning is necessary. No. Oh, Rippy. Yeah, what the fuck? And a Rippy. I'm pretty sure those are Smurfs of the other clans. The actual, you know what's interesting? I think the Navi clan got banned. Because there used to be this clan that had the tag Navi in like the top 10. But the clan was completely empty. There was only like 3 out of 20 people. But I mean, it was still like a top 10 clan, so regardless of who was in there, they're gonna get a fuck ton of money. But then they just didn't do Or rather, it's like, it's just gone. There's literally just a hole where they should be. It's like, I don't know if the clan is just like straight up dead or something else. Come on, boys, get up there. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. Please get out of the way there, Joshua. I appreciate any concern here, thank you. Fucking hell, I love these bots. You're gonna get me killed here. We'll see whether or not I can prevent him from stripping me. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck. Another goblin fucking wedge build. At some point, they just need to increase the power score of those things. Because you can just do Goliaths, goblins, bunch of bumpers on there, and your car is kind of good. And the reason for the bumpers is just so you can use a light cab and have decent speed. Look at that though, full legs. Cute. Not even doing the sideways thing of having only 3 legs, but doing a sideways build so that you can have a lower power score. You're gonna die. Man, both of you dudes are fucked. Good try though. Considering that I have 2 kills, I guarantee you I'm gonna be the top in my team yet again. Actually, there was actually a forum post about this later, where they were complaining about the fact that the matches in this game may be biased 50-50. Got 2 kills, but apparently didn't do anything. Interesting. Bots, the MVP of my teams, but they're essentially arguing that the game kind of has like a rigged system that's 50-50, so even if you do well, it will force you to do poorly later on because you'll be paired with a shitty team. Which, I mean, guess kind of makes sense, but at the same time, damn. That's not really probably a thing. I know it's a thing probably in, like, Overwatch, TF2, especially TF2 with that auto-balancing system, but I don't give enough credence to the fact that this game probably has the most fucking minimal of development. The absolute most minimal. I guarantee you this thing only has like 10 minutes worth of development. Especially with regards to balancing. Like, I know they balance it around the power score and they always balance the individual parts, but that's about it. Everything else does not fucking matter. Yeah, might as well close that. That's actually not too bad. Alright, let's see if we can actually fucking win a game. 1 out of 17 here. It's only a minor fucking difference. Oh, geez, what a beautiful looking guy there. Not really, I have no idea what the fuck. But we're just trying to see whether or not we can get our bots to wave here. I'm guessing though, is it gonna look like a solid nah? Oh, I don't know. We got a droner here. But the droner is covered in bots. Will the bots be following me? Nope, not at fucking all. Are the bots just going straight for point though? Can you not do that, please? You're gonna kill me a little bit too fast. Ah, fuck off. I hate these bots. Cannoneer and explosion bots with pinpoint accuracy. There we go. We might win, though. I am staying the fuck back. Every time, pinpoint accuracy. They're good. And we should see, though, sometimes you get, like, dual mammoth bots back when the tracks and dual mammoths on humpbacks. That used to be a thing. That fucking sucked. Especially with the pinpoint accuracy. Those bitches would hit you from halfway across the map with 2, like, perfect mammoth shots, and your car would just basically be linchpinned. The one mode I do average in is the one I actually win. That is the key of this game. Do not excel, then you'll probably win. It's all about random draw. Honestly, that's what it feels like a lot in Clan Wars too. We also had a lot of fucking connection issues. Probably because half our clan was like in Europe, half of them was in America, which is gonna happen. I mean, this game doesn't have a whole lot of an American player base, so you have to bring in Europeans. But the thing is, we've played with the Europeans. You played with the big fucking league, like the top 10 clans, because you had to play early at like, you know, 8 in the morning to actually get into Clan Wars, and these motherfuckers are like, okay, after this I have to go to bed, so bye-bye. So when you wanted to do the more populated, like, second hour, you're kind of fucked. That my clan leader was always really fucking bitchy. But I mean, to be fair, he has not been on in a hot second. Yeah, it's been 80 days. It's gonna be a hot second since we see him again. Let's see right now. There are some people saying apparent. Oh my god, wow, look at that. Tacos are fucking saturated the market. Jesus. Is that more saturated than the trees? Okay, it's not as saturated as the trees, but it's getting up there. Now, so you could just deck your cars out in tacos and be completely fine. You don't have to worry about any other accessory. The thing is, though, I actually wonder, how much is a tactical log nowadays? 140 bucks. Okay, not too bad. I still have no idea how much I bought it for. I say I bought it for 400, but I guarantee it's not that much. No one values accessories at all. That's like the only accessories that used to be like top tier for consideration were those speakers. But then those I think were removed from the loot table a long fucking time ago. So no account can really actually reasonably have it. Hey, your cocks can't be out. It's November. Hey, the cocks can be out as long as they don't just, as long as they don't bust. Hey, you know, actually, yeah. As long as I don't bust them, I think we're good here. Because I did read the official rules for No Nut November. And it's like, yeah, you can still whip them out. You can still be the hardest of the hard. You just can't, let any of the milk... I'm pretty sure if I use any more fucking trigger words like that, Twitch is immediately gonna ban me. Alright. Alright, I think I'll be able to handle this. This is only a team of, 8 people. That's easy. Easy. They fucking want my PP. Oh no. Got you, bitch. You're a goblin build. You want to get close. What are you doing? Ah, no wonder why. They're all shotgun rammers. Of course. I guess it is sometimes. I wonder if this game considers what weapons to actually balance out here. Almost all my friends are at the PB having Friday, so I have no one to talk to about my struggles with. You know, I strangely have a similar issue, but at the same time, I'm also on Discord, so I can just be like, hey lads, did you hear that so-and-so became an actress? And I'm just like, yep, there you go. Trying to fucking ruin it for everyone else. As you came, Ellie. Oh, fuck it. Although I'm pretty sure, don't you get like one pass for No Nut November? That's what I remember. You get one pass and that's basically it. That, or if there's a situation in which it's like, yeah, you're not really gonna get a situation again, it's like, okay, well, I pass for that. No, you don't. I read the rules. The issue is everyone has their own colloquial version of it. Outgoing leather Outlander. And I'll go ahead and let them go up front. Even though I'm a tank, I ain't that beefy. Rules state, oh god. Alright, read me the official rules here. What do we got? What's the actual deets? Fuck out of there, you equalizer SOB. But a single pet dream is allowed. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it's not like you can really regulate those, I feel like. Because dreams are mostly subconscious anyway. Although, from what I understand, dreams do, or rather are based on what you observe. So maybe don't watch too much of the Nutter Butter material. You should be okay. Question mark, question mark. Yeah, you only get one. I mean, I don't know, does wet dream just count as like one where you just have erotic thoughts, or is the one where you actually have a physiological response? Because I feel like you can have either situation in varying amounts. I should probably skeet out of the fuck on out of here. Fucking oof. Get beaned. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. There we go. He's fucked. A MVP, boys. And it's only 700 points. It's actually pretty good then. That means the whole point distribution is nice and spread. Oh no, it's like the maze band. Yeah, we'll see how many though actually manage to win this. I feel like though the actual win rate for something like this is pretty much 0%. Unless you're like one of those celibates. Actually no, can actually celibates do the draining this, I don't know, like the snake thing, man? Interesting. Royal trophy still $6,000. Blows my mind. See, this is what I need. This is what I need to deck around the entirety of my cars. Ah, there's only that mounting point. Ah, I need that though. I need to make my whole car like a, just like a property of trees or some shit. I don't know. Make it a mobile forest. Like the mode. Ooh. You know what? I could actually make a convoy carrier with that thing. Oh, that actually would look really fucking sick. And then put like a caucus on top, surrounded by trees. Ooh, that shit could look real dink. I just need to get the money for that though. Well, I mean, I do technically have the money, but I'm not sure if I want to spend it quite yet. Because I feel like once Christmas rolls around, that thing's going to dip in price down to like 100 coins. Can you play All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey on stream? I could. I'm just going to get copyrighted in the end. But the Soulja Boy remix. That just sounds like 2 copyrights in 1. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I don't get any money from YouTube. I used to get money, actually. And especially when I was a part of a multi-channel network, I used to actually get my, like, $2 a day. Oh, that shit was nice. Here we go, Helen. I love how these two bots are really just looking at each other, giving themselves the most aggressive fucking looks. None of your shit, Helen. Ooh. Oh, fuck. I was just gonna say, just stay right there. We can have a fun time. Yeah, but I'll see if I can get that Soulja Boy remix. Actually, whisper me a link. I'll try to see if I can get it out. Here we go, David. Are you sure you want to try this? You want to try me, bitch? It's actually perfect because like all the people are coming in one by one as opposed to doing like actual damage. So this is like perfect. Here we go. Just stay right there. Little boys? Hey, perfect. Okay, good. My bot isn't immediately banning that. Fucked him up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck. Ah, unfortunate. Hey, what's up there? How you doing? See, every team, just a bunch of cannon riders. Oh yeah, see, look, they're even using Little Boy. Haven't listened to Kanye's new album yet. Now I listened to like select tracks for a little bit, and I'm like, God, this shit is boring. It's like, sure, people like to talk about their minimalist instrumentals and how like thought-provoking it is, but in the end of the day, if a song can't be something that you can vibe to, like, do I even fucking care? Because sure, while it can give me a great message about, like, you know, spirituality or what the fuck ever, but at that point you're doing no better than a fucking book. But it's gospel. Boy, unless this thing is preaching the good word of, I don't know, fucking Hideo Kojima, I don't give a shit. Every hour is such a bop. I mean, I could probably listen to it. I also have to turn off stream audio real quick, so you guys can't hear it. To listen to, actually. Yeah, I say it's only like a 20-minute album, so it's not like a very, like, how should I say? Like, how the fuck would you describe it? Like, it's not one like you can polish through in a second. Alright, so you have this fucking Mariah Carey Soulja Boy remix. Mariah Carey featuring Soulja Boy. For a second, I was like, is it actually gonna be like a gonna be a mixture between the lyrics? But no. Is it literally just a blank screen the entire time? It is, so it's just literally just audio. Sweet. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. You know, I can't fucking hit that note. If I could, I wouldn't be here. If I could hit that note as a male, especially with my type of voice, I would be on the fucking top charts right now. Yeah, of course. If fucking put you in there, it's like, where is it coming up? I'm fucking anticipating it. They just matched up the PBM to it. Fucking, oh god. I'm actually in my school's choir. Hey, good shit. Maybe you can record me, or rather, record yourself singing this, essentially. So just get like the bass version of the song, just get the instrumental, and then just start doing that. Bass gang. Hey, everyone can get into the bass gang. Just sound like you're monotone and wanna die. Look at that, you're right in the gang. My wish came true. You know, this part would be fucking hard for you to sing. You. Fuck, they keep lining up the U's and that shit just keeps hitting me like a brick. I mean, it just doesn't sound quite right, but at the same time, it's so fucking absurd. I don't like singing, but that was the only performing arts class that fit into my schedule. Hey, schedule flexibility, my boys. Schedule flexibility. So the only thing I remember is like my old fucking school was weirdly inflexible, and the people who managed the schedule were unfucking helpful because they're like, oh, the schedule's set already, so we can't really fix anything. It's been only 30 minutes since school started, but I can't really fix anything. And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm just gonna graduate, you know, this shithole high school with a bunch of unnecessary credits, especially considering it doesn't really fucking help me. Taking a programming class next semester, okay. I don't know, I know some places I started to use programming as a secondary language, which is pretty sweet. And I'm also taking a second semester of sign language. Yeah, let's say that's useless. I mean, not to say that like communication and learning another language isn't like useful. It's just if you're gonna learn something, don't do something that like only like 100,000 people can understand, and will use it only be a very niche circumstances. And I say it's still mostly Soulja Boy. Yeah, say most high schools are whack. Because I know, I mean, they try to offer you as much education as possible, but at the same time, they're also offering shit that isn't terribly useful. Like, a lot of schools used to teach around, like, practical intelligence and a lot of things, like, with revolving around, you know, carpentry or house skills. But then they got rid of those classes because of due to, like, perceived sexism or some shit. Like, they got rid of the class that allowed you to learn how to, like, cook and shit and manage finances, and they got rid of the class that allowed you to do carpentry or what the fuck ever. So now it's just like you have this whole generation of people who don't know how to operate a fucking power drill. Ah, yes. Nice to see you, Wedge Rammer. Look at that, using a Colossus engine. Too cute. It's high school that's right next to the community college. If you take the community college classes, they'll pay for them. So I'm taking 2 college level classes. I'm kind of a gamer. Say it's an epic gamer moment right there. I'll say if you have the ability to take college classes in high school, I'd recommend it just because, I mean, it's a better use of your time. It's better utilization. Because some colleges can have credit hours that are like $200 an hour, you know, $300 an hour, and that shit's, I mean, shit gets expensive. Actually, it's probably even higher now. And then not to mention that if you're actually in a class that's even higher, or like more specialized, you're going to be paying a premium for that too. Always going to be paying a premium. Or especially if you go to a place that's actually like really highly accredited or sought after, even more money is going to be shoveled into that. But also next day they're taking the history class to 9. And the campus is open 24/7. Yeah, so I'm not sure why you're taking a 9. I'm assuming that's a 9 p.m. class. Sounds ridiculous. Just sounds like a way to not get sleep. A lot of dealers and drug dealers and homeless people. So fun. But I mean, that's to be fair, that's with most colleges. I feel like all colleges really have an issue with drug use and homeless people and whatnot, but as long as they don't ask you for change, it's fine. You can ignore them. It's only 4 years. I gotta not get mugged. Yeah, the same. I think I remember my university being in a really fucking sketchy area, so you'd always get notices of people always getting mugged or held at gunpoint or being asked for change by some dude clearly out of his fucking mind on Percocet or some shit, or who forgot to take their antipsychotic medications or what the fuck ever. Because in a lot of inner cities, usually the psychiatric services are very shit, and public transportation is even worse. So you get all of these fun people coming right up to you asking you for money. Good shit. So it's 200% degenerates. It's all the people balling on a budget. Trust me, that doesn't really matter. Unless you're planning on going to a very competitive law firm or some shit, just having a degree in anything is still going to make you much more competitive, especially if it's in a STEM field. If you're in a more liberal arts, you'll have much, much harder chances of actually getting anywhere with it, but that's a minor difference. Here, why do you stay over there, my dude? There we go. Beautiful. There's a college kid who's in my ASLL class. Oh, that was the American Sign Language class. It's not too bad then. I basically would blast his coverage meeting. I have the Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how modern universities would be. Hey, what's up there, Sonic? I have no idea what you say. I'm going to Google Translate that to English real quick. Ah, yes, another goblin build. Classy. I haven't seen you dudes before. Here we go. Fuck, I hate these things so much. Ah, look at that, even put a golden eagle on there so you could run faster. Reload. Or sorry, not reload. Translate that to English. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. And the teacher is deaf so he wouldn't notice. That's just a double beaning right there. See, that dude is just bad Mandarin like crazy. You see, he's literally just using a Bastion cab for the shits and giggles of it. Oh yeah, and you're fucked. You got no weapons left. You just kicked out of the class. Yeah, I remember there being a very large amount of people who'd always just never give a shit about high school. Which is fine. I know education and academia is not for a lot of people, but damn, the fact they would just like actively shit on like teachers and other students was just weird as fuck to me. And then you'd see like their home life and they just have like normal ass parents with a college or a trade skill, and you're like, how the fuck did your kid turn out to be a piece of shit? Why are you playing at this shit? I don't even know what that means, Sonic. I'm playing this game because it's dank, or I'm using face rig because it's also dank, and I know you like this furry face. It's pretty attractive, ain't it? I think he failed his parole. Well, what would give me cause for that? It looks like some dude just beelining it straight to aim. I mean, I understand. I understand. This is why it's beautiful to have this nice radar. Ah, spears. Lovely. I won't be able to hit that. Okay, good. It wasn't spears. Get him. Get him. Get him. Here, push him off. Push him off. Push him off. Good shit. He didn't pop the barrels. Yeah, it is weird. You would never think being ready for parenthood would make your kid turn out like shit. But then you take a couple of psychology classes and you're like, yeah, I guess there is a huge fucking statistics. Like, if you look at the statistics for, like, mental illness and like, how parenting affects that, it's, like, a huge disproportionality. It's like, if you grow up in a really dysfunctional household or you only grow up with, like, one parent, like, your chance of, like, mental illness or even just being a piece of shit is, like, 200-300% chance more likelihood. You would think it'd only be, like, 20 or more percent because you think, you know, innately humans would be fine, but no. Without that love and care and environment, kids will fucking be decimated. This is why every household should have a coat hanger. That actually kind of makes me wonder for other circumstances too, because there's this one content creator on Twitch called Destiny, very popular for voicing his gamer moments and his political and philosophical positions. But he also, I mean, it'd probably be a far-fetched idea to say he's a bad parent, because I have no idea what his parenting style is like. But apparently he doesn't actually, like, see or interact with his kid most times. He actually, like, throws, or doesn't really throw his kid away, but he, like, pays for his kid to be taken care of mostly, and he just kind of stays as, like, distant. And I'm just thinking, like, what would that actually do to the psyche of a child? Because how would it feel like it's like, yeah, my dad, I want to say my dad loves me, but I don't know where my mom is. And my dad's just paying me to be taken care of and not interacting with me. And only occasionally text through me for phone or what the fuck ever. It's just like, that's gotta fuck up a kid. Like, I guarantee you that kid's gonna grow up to be, I mean, he'll probably grow up attention-starved and be somehow subversely affected by that, but it's probably just like going to require a huge knowledge as to his upbringing. I have no fucking idea. Most of my friends are like either very poor, had bad childhood, or both, and I'm over here with two parents, middle class, can't relate. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. And then basically you see people just pick up their parental habits. So if their parents are like addicted to substances or have really bad coping mechanisms, and then you just see the child emulate that shit like tit for fucking tat. Like, yes. Whenever my parents get upset, they start throwing shit and being loud and yell over each other and not very productive with their issues. And it's like, okay, as a kid, I'm going to 100% emulate that shit. And it's like, yeah, okay. I can see why maybe you violated your parole a couple of times. Or several. And keep moving, my ghostly little dude. Just keep beating as hard as possible. Hey. And the goblin build is chasing that dude's ass down. Come here, boy. Give me them cheeks. Oof. That's a big hit. That's still like, what, 185 points just for hitting his barrels. Nice. Where you going, little boy? My friend Zed's like 40 years old with Alzheimer's, and her mom's like chronic bipolar, but she's really cool. I mean, for now. Hey, get that base capture. This might just be Canadian. Yeah, no, Canadian. I always feel like Canadians are always much more stable and less neurotic than Americans. Like Americans, there probably is like a cultural aspect to like our susceptibility to mental illness. I mean, sure, one, there's just the fact we have shitty health infrastructure, but then you also have to consider the fact they're like in England, which is a comparable country in terms of culture and whatnot, has much less incidence rates of PTSD from soldiers coming home from combat because they tend to internalize a lot more of their emotions and not be, as outspoken and neurotic, which then leads to less incidence of PTSD. That is the two because they actually... Well, I mean, I think these people are just straight up just checked every time they come home for PTSD, but they never show symptoms. When JC's stable, we're like fun to hang out with. You know, I was gonna say, those neurotic people, they're fun to hang out with. It's just like, do you see the TV last night? What fucking TV? Huh? Oh shit, sorry, I didn't get my lithium today. I'm a little bit out of it. Also, you better not eat any aluminum-containing products or you'll fucking die. Just keep that in your mind whenever you're taking it. I don't know, but there's definitely a huge aspect to American culture that probably makes people like way more fucking susceptible to mental illness than probably would be otherwise. Ooh, fucking god. That, or maybe just British culture is less prone, or is just more resilient to mental, like, negative or redundant thought processes that cause a lot of people to be in really fucking negative spaces. Because of high-key crush on her. Crazy bitch, but you got that good puss. And see, maybe what you're watching online is becoming too much of a reality. Alright. Bye-bye. Get out of there, Harvester. Stop being mean. Hey, I'm just fucking with you, dude. I mean, you described her as such. But you know what, that won't be judgmental. Interesting. Did you cover your car in armor plating? Adorable looking. I'll say, I feel like if you're gonna shoot me point blank with 88s, you should be able to hurt yourself a tad bit. There we go. Somehow still got him. That's why I love those cabin shots. Those things are so good. Oh, her parents. Okay, so you're describing the daughter as... Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. To each their own. I suppose I have no way to talk. And then it's a situation I'll never be in. So I feel like I wouldn't like dealing with a level of neuroticism like that. Although I can't say for certain, a lot of people tend to mask their symptoms very, very effectively. Try to make sense as to why they're out in the real world and not getting institutionalized. Oh shit, no, keep that face rig up. What am I doing? I ain't taking that down. I don't know. Although I actually wonder if there's actually something with like modern culture that's also causing things to become more and more mentally unstable. Because sure, there is more advancements in medication and detection that allow us to actually catch more incidences of mental illness than it would be otherwise that we'd be able to catch. But there's just also the fact that we now have new technology like social media, cell phones, and whatnot that allow you to stay connected and thus reduce the need to actually interact, thus causing less interaction and isolating so many fucking people, which then probably just escalates the amount of mental illness like crazy. And then you throw on a currency system onto everything to make everyone feel like a piece of shit. And then you're dealing with a situation in which everyone's constantly being judged, and also isolated. It's just like, I wonder if that's causing a huge level of neuroticism. But then you also have, like, call-out culture that's extremely pervasive. Can it not have such high damage? Beautiful. Good smackerinos, my dude Reno. Also, like, somebody's so sure that she isn't straight, so that's fun. That's a lot of people in high school. They don't know what the fuck's going on, so they just go with whatever the flow is. That, and I feel like a lot of or from what I understand, I don't know, is it females bloom later, or do they suppress their sexual appetites more? But I think either way, that actually causes them to kind of like delay their like solid identity for a hot second. So they tend to be a lot more bi. Or I think there's just like a more, just higher incidence rates of being lesbian or bisexual than, say, the average male. Like, I think I remember hearing about how, let's see, was it a study I was reading where it's just like the homosexuality rate between males and females, but like females were just like way fucking higher. Like for males it was like sub 1%, but for males or for females it was like upwards of 20-25%. That theory about the same between the genders. But guys, just because it's gay. Well, I mean, it could also just be because the fact maybe. I don't know, because I'm trying to think about it through an evolutionary perspective. Because would it be advantageous for the male to engage in homosexual relationships? Because they're still competing over the same pool of females to reproduce. But females, by gathering up, they're likely to survive more. So I'm just wondering, but if two males then form homosexual relationships, I feel like that would actually thus disincentivize reproducing, creating less situations in which you would actually have a child. I don't know. I just know, though, that at least in the current culture and populations that we have, females have a way higher rate of homosexuality. So yeah, it's more likely that you'll get a couple lesbian crushes in your lifetime. I think I've had a few. Where it's like I had a crush on them, I expressed interest, and then it's just like, oh, dude, sorry, I'm actually into only females. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm half expecting that. You had short hair. And it actually is strange, too. I actually wonder if there's like a outward need to express your... I guess maybe homosexuality is considered an out-group thing, so therefore you'll act against what is typical. And that, I guess, maybe just manifests because humans are not very creative. So, if you're into the more androgynous, short-haired ones, they're more likely not going to be creative enough and probably actually just going to have that ye old short hair syndrome. All going to look like Rose from Orange is the New Black. Well, this means like is kind of my fetish, not going to lie, though. That means that androgynous look is becoming way more popular these days. It's not just you, dude. It's just, like, in general, that is, like, the in thing. That is the in thing. I'll be fair, nowadays, since there's such a high proliferation of just, like, any sort of tantalizing media, I feel like it's hard to say what is particularly, like, the thing. Because if you still go to, say, any of your favorite websites, you still find that there's more Kylie Jenners than there are Roses. So it can't still be terribly popular. And the only time you actually even see that androgynous type of look is when you somehow marry the two of the Kylie Jenners and the androgynous look. Like you get like an Austin Marie or something like that. Although I probably should be name-dropping Twitch content creators, because I don't want a Reddit post to be made about me and then me just get absolutely fucking blasted. Although to be fair, if I haven't been blasted now for all the heinous shit I've said, I probably won't be blasted at all. That is, unless I somehow become popular. Cross my fucking fingers. I'm just kidding. 6 years. Give up hope. Beautiful. Let's see whether or not this team of all bots can magically pull this out of the fucking hat. I'm gonna, this is one, a solid 3% chance of happening. I mean, I'm trying to kill this dangerous bot here that's like 30% chance of killing me. Got him. Fuck. This dude's trying to strip the living shit out of me. Fuck. Will I be able, though, to kill him in time before he kills me? Fuck. Got close. Still 1,400 points, though. 1,400 points. I can only carry so fucking hard, but Robin the bot with 4 fucking kills. Yeah, see, look at that. 19, nearly 2,000 points. The only time I ever don't get people who only get like 100 points a game. Like, I understand if that happens if you get fucking lanced or meleeed, because that makes sense. But if you're brawling and still only get 100 points, I mean, you must be either the worst fucking brawler or you're facing an ungodly amount of Goliath builds. Because you should always get above 100 points. So fucking easy. I mean, literally, just kill yourself and you'd still get 100 points or more. Literally, just like ram into somebody, kill yourself, and you'd get it. Like, get your car, turn it into a ram, and... If I say it enough times, if I say it 3 times in a row, Bo Burnham's gonna show up and sing me a tune and instantaneously ban my channel. Although, to be fair, from what I understand now, it actually turns out all YouTube channels are rated by some extraneous score that considers, like, hundreds of factors. And apparently that's used whether or not to actually determine your worthiness for advertisers, which I find kind of interesting. It's theorized that it's used to actually determine your worthiness for advertisers. And so a higher P score indicates you being like a good place to advertise, but a lower P score indicates a really shitty place to advertise. Your Halloween costume on Discord? Hey, I'll take a look at it blah, 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 after this. I'll say, for me, I was just in a red panda onesie, but I don't think I left the house that day. Could you rate it? Yeah, I'll rate it, my dude. Just gotta give me a second. I'll say I love fucking wearing that red panda onesie. Thing is dank. Only downside is it is cheap as shit, so I guarantee that thing's not gonna last me too long. You know the game Hotline Miami? Yeah, I do know about that game. You kind of go around through a 2D top-down perspective, go into various rooms, try to shoot, and be very skillful about your shooting and gun placement, because one shot and you're dead type of deal. I know about it. I know it's been kind of like a rage-inducing game. Anyone is the main character? AA. As long as you look like the 80s with a white blazer and some aviators, you're gonna look like Hotline Miami in any fucking context. You're gonna look mighty fine there, boy. Although, to be fair, going out and my neck of the woods for Halloween was kind of shit. Because it was literally raining for the majority of it, and then at the like last hour of it it started fucking snowing. So it was just as cold as you can fucking imagine. Alright, people. I've now captured the base. Your Lord and Savior is here to save the day. Although, to be fair, it kind of looks like kind of fucked already. Another main character wears animal masks all the time. Alright, yeah, we can go for a furry thing. I ain't judgmental. Ah, beautiful there. Double judges? Double judges. Sweet. Yep, look at that. Just high fucking octane cannon builds. Somehow the dude managed to miss a point blank shot. No wonder why. If you have a team of cannoneers, if it's more cannons on their side, they generally win. Unless it's a map specifically designed to fuck over cannoneers. We went trick-or-treating, but everyone thought I was an adult. Sad. I mean, yeah, if you're in high school, you'll get occasionally side glance looks. I think technically it's even illegal to... I think it's actually illegal in some states to go trick-or-treating if you're above 14. A varsity jacket, regular clothing, plus a baseball bat. Let's see. Definitely interesting. I guess it would be kind of hard. You kind of look like just a regular gang member or something from The Purge. I realized because I was wearing a mask. And I'm like 5'11", so even worse. Yeah, being tall always fucks you over. Although, to be fair, I remember having mates in, like, even middle school who were, like, 6 feet tall. And it's like, Jesus, how fucking old you are? Oh, you're the same age as me? Damn, son, you're fucking 6'4" at, like, 15. You're gonna be a damn giant. Please do not swear in chat. Please and thanks. Freaking triple caucus builds. I love that. Dude's getting salty in chat. It's a nice costume, though. Better than what I wore. Because, I mean, to be fair, I was wearing the same kigurumi I've been wearing for like 3 years, and I still haven't washed it since the day I got it. Are you tall or as well or short? I think I'm average height. Technically, I'm like 5'10", and like the average for America is 5'10". I guess depending on how you measure me, I'm also 5'9". So I think like the American height is 5'11". But I mean, the thing is too, I also drank a lot of Diet Coke, and I probably didn't go out as much as I should when I was younger. So it's probably why I'm a little bit shorter than I should be. Although apparently our human ancestors or hunter-gatherer ancestors used to be absolutely massive beasts because they would just eat so much protein. Their muscle and bone development was just so gargantuan. Like apparently they used to be like 6'7" or some shit average. I'm above the average by 1 inch, but only 14. So hopefully I'll get to the ideal 6 feet. I mean, the height really gives you no advantages in life per se. I mean, it's opposed technically with maybe sports, but even then, sports is most I guess if you do want to be a football player, an NBA player, you do need to be like 6'5" and are really fucking skilled. But fuck that. I don't think anyone wants to become a pro athlete anymore. Although actually, since they did start, I think the NBA or the NCAA actually made it so characters could be compensated for their their likeness and promotional materials, jerseys, games, and whatnot. So it actually may be, it actually may change. It actually may change. Go in there, boys. Don't be a pussy. We're going full fucking hodunk. Oh yeah, and that dude is trying his absolute damnedest. Thank you for knocking my wheel. Your persistence is appreciated. We're boned. Potentially. We could potentially work here too. Alright, he's donezo. Fuck, the dude's doing a lot of damage. Cute. Somehow you're being very lucky with those wheeled pits. Lack of organization? Nah, you guys probably just chose bad spots and got picked real fucking easily. These called athlete characters? Yeah, they are characters. I mean, characters can be an endearing term if we're using them to refer to somebody who is of very notable personality. But I could also be using it in the RPG sense because I am way too fucking inundated with gamer culture. I'm just having a gamer moment right now, sorry. Oh, come the fuck out of there, don't you? You cheeky fucker. Hey, doesn't matter, because guess what? I got a carjack, bitch. Heater gamer moments. Yeah, at least I'm not like the gamer moment to start screaming racial epithets. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite German yet. But who knows? Maybe as time goes on, maybe I get more beefy and I become Tyler 1 and just start screaming my fucking head off every 2 seconds because that's how you earn those YouTube clicks, baby. Either offering some extremely fucking hot takes or you offer some extremely annoying fucking voices. One of the two. Either way gets you there. Unless you're like some of those weird, like, legacy Twitch streamers who managed to get into, like, stardom early on. So their personality really didn't have to be terribly well developed or entertaining to get maximum fucking view potential. Or selling friendship on your Patreon. A Patreon there is only for... I don't even fucking know why I have a Patreon. I think I only did it because Nani kept fucking asking for it. It's like, I don't want to subscribe to you on stream. Can I subscribe to you through Patreon? And it's like, sure, dude. If you fucking feel like it. It is weird. You would always have weird people come into stream like once a year. You'd have someone come in and it's just like, can I donate to you? It's like, I mean, I suppose. I ain't gonna say no, but at the same time, I have no systems here to take your cash. You just have to sit here and watch me instead and show me support. No, fuck that. I want to give you physical, tangible, real-world items. But there are people who are randomly just like that. Where it's like, if you entertain them, they somehow feel the need to compensate you. Like Crory, all the fucking time, or Jonathan, all the fucking time, felt the need to always, like, pay for my affection or something. It's a strangely common thing. In fact, I think Jonathan recently subscribed and gave me, like, $30 worth of bits. I mean, to be fair, I'll never see a dime of that shit because Twitch hasn't paid me out in a long-ass time. I mean, the thing is, I've had a lot of subs on my channel, and a lot of donations and a lot of bit donations, and I'm strangely never been paid. And it's theoretically because Twitch holds on to it until you've reached $100. But I'm more than fucking certain I've passed that by now. Like, I'm wondering if just Twitch is just, like, stealing my fucking money. I mean, that probably is a distinct possibility where it's like, okay, if you don't make $100 in that month, we'll just absorb it. And it's like, yeah, I don't really have the data to back it up. Unless I kept some, like, fucking meticulous records on everything that was going on, I probably wouldn't know at all. Although, I don't know. Twitch is making it easier and easier to get more money on Twitch nowadays. Although, to be fair, you do have to provide a great deal of personal information to actually get paid. So there actually isn't the potential for abuse like there was on YouTube. Like, YouTube, you could get money from your channel, like, easy fucking peasy. Like, if you got, like, 1,000 views or some shit, and that would get you verified. But then, I'm trying to think. But then after that, I'm trying to think, yeah, did you only have to give a Patreon or, like, a PayPal link to get paid? Like, I feel like you didn't have to give, like, much or any information, really, to start getting cheddar. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing there, my dude. Oh, he's running the fuck away. I think I'm gonna have to peel the fuck back. Because the entire backside of my car is gone. Hey, what's up there, gamer? Bye-bye, gamer. And bye-bye, back of my car. There you go. You don't need to shoot at all. Fuck your judges. This is a judgment-free zone here, boys. Pie flavored. Yeah, no, let's not have that. Mind if I just take off your health? Good shit. To be fair, though, I need to get to point, pretty much. Don't take off my wheels, please. There we go. Just keep going. Although another 88 build, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get him down. Unless that dude is strapped for ammunition. Hey, what's up there, dude? How you doing? Okay, yeah, that dude's done. Hey, that's all I need is the assistance. Gooch. Alright, sweet. Now I can just run to base kills there and we're good. Hopefully. Look at that, though. 4 fucking kills. I feel absolutely justified in this really shitty caucus build. Somehow, dual caucus, deadly. And to be fair, I guess it's kind of like having to... What am I trying to think? It's kind of the equivalent of having, like, 2 Spectres, but really beefy. And I wonder if that's just, like, the best thing about it. Not to mention that it's just, like, such, like, a weapon that really no one considers intimidating. Like, everyone thinks, like, quad vectors or cores are way more damaging, but then they still realize, oh yeah, this dude still does close to 100 damage a second. And I only got, like, 1,000 HP. So I could legitimately die within 10 seconds. I'm a god. I love that. We're getting so much experience. Although, how close are we to 15? We're actually not that far off. How much do we need? We just need another 300,000 experience. That's easy enough. Cabrera. I'm actually curious. Is my Patreon still even active? Because I'm curious. Log in. Log in. Yep. I am still technically, actually, I still have an active account. Because I've contemplated removing that channel so many times that I always feel as awkward as shit. Oh my god. Good. Oh yeah, good. It looks like we're gonna have that bot wave. Give you them goodies. As long as we bum rush those people in like vulnerable positions, will be good. All I gotta do is keep pressing that advantage. Yeah, see? And then just go straight for the dude who is not in banana. If you're not in banana, get the fuck out of here. Oh god. I killed him with the shitty goalie net. Beautiful. Now that is an epic gamer moment. FaZe Clan, recruit me already. I know how to run my car into someone else. Like, I don't know. What's that one dude? Bruce Jenner, who ran his car over a couple of civilians and never got charged with it. Wow. Good shit. Wasting his time killing an equalizer bot instead of someone more important. Love it. Nice. I'm not sure why I didn't actually get that. I was the one pecking, man. Oh, look at that. Still got that double reputation, so it bumps me up to 1600, and then plus another 25 on top of that. 2 fucking grand. You see, that's nice. See, over the weekend, managing getting so much extra reputation from that. I mean, by having that extra half, you basically do the equivalent of like 1 day of grinding is the equivalent of doing like a week of casual playing. Like having a flag, especially if you have those epic flags, plus just that doubled EXP with daily boost. Oh my god. You could destroy your cap for probably experience pretty fucking quick. Oh yeah, those bots look mighty fucking tasty. You know, if I wanted to, I could be even a little bit more of a seal clubber on this build if I was to remove my fuel barrels. Because that right there would reduce like my power score by some 400. Oh, I'm sorry there, my dude. Oh, fuck. Computer did not like that. Come on, can we just have a gamer moment? No need to sit here and seal club me in the back. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Beautiful. And just keep moving. Eventually this guy's car will fall apart. Ooh, pop up behind him, pop up behind him. Yeah, fuck your whirlwind. And the thing is too, he's using those gun wheels. And those things are so weak. Literally, they only have like 75 HP. So anytime someone rams into you, you're basically stripped of weapons. There you go. Just keep taking off as much as possible. Oh god. Gimme. Nice. Look at that. 3 wins in a row. And you see, it's all about that fuel game right now. How much do we have? Okay, I really don't have that much. There are some people who do like PvP missions for like a month straight without doing PvE, and they just have like 30,000 fuel. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Or if you do Clan Wars. Okay, now you don't really get anything from Clan Wars. The only thing good about Clan Wars is that you can get your scrap cap for the week real fucking easily in that. So you at least get a lot of money from it, even if all you do is get beamed. Technically, you get a very high profit margin on that, but I'm not sure who the fuck runs around with a Battle Royale trophy. I feel like that has to be a very, very niche thing. Still though, this thing I feel like would be a really fucking good investment, Especially just to hide your guns. I feel like that'd be so good. Just stack it around your fenders. Oh, amazing looking. Why is no one doing that? Oh, but I feel like I would need like 8 of those. And I don't feel like spending nearly $1,000 on a decoration that's gonna get cheaper. I'm just waiting for that Night Riders event to come around, spend all of my badges, and then earn a crap ton of money. Because I know having that event come around is just going to make the price of everything skyrocket. You gotta love World of Warcraft. They come out with this brand new... What am I thinking? They come up with this brand new expansion for World of Warcraft called Shadowlands, which everyone has been theorizing for like a month. But then they release it with a cinematic that no one likes because it's like, you showed the Lich King. We're eventually going to go back to Northrend and face the Lich King again. Nope. Sylvanas kills the Lich King in like 2 seconds. And then you go into the Shadowlands. It's like, well, that already puts a extremely sour taste in my mouth. And we're not even into the expansion. And you look at the expansion, it's like, yes. We have dungeons and raids. You can also join 4 or 5 factions that are probably indistinct from each other and probably don't impact the storyline whatsoever. And that's really about it. And like they're showing new zones. So like everyone's just like, yep, this looks absolutely fucking boring. It looks like the absolute bare minimum required to release an expansion. Like kind of what whatchamacallit, kind of like what ESO does. ESO puts the absolute minimal amount of work when it comes into making DLC. Like, they don't give a shit anymore. They got their money, it seems like. They survived transitioning the console. At this point, it's all, bleeding stones dry and releasing mediocre DLC. Like, I don't think I've ever actually been, like, wowed with a DLC. I've only been kind of just, like, surface level satisfied with it. Because I've never been to the point where it's just like, yes, that DLC added in a great and new expansive feature to this game that is kind of unprecedented. It's like, yes, it released Battlegrounds. It's finally an average MMO. Like, that's all you feel like. It's like, yes, it finally did something that everything else does, like, basically already. And that's really it. It's like, yes, you released a brand new zone with dungeons and raids. Like, congratulations, everyone does that. Like, there is nothing distinguishing you from the pact. Like, at least you could say initially it was the new aesthetic and the new take on combat. But, like, after a while, you kind of have to justify your existence. And ESO has just had a really, really rough time trying to do that. I mean, maybe at some point, really now, that is some fucking bullshit. For you to hit my fuel barrel, you would have to go through my tires. God, fuck you with a 9-iron. And look at that, he's just bulking up with train tracks. He says that dude with 0 kills. Dude's just salty, can't get on this dick. No, that's profane. I shouldn't say. Florence, I at least appreciate your tenacity. I want to feel like this dude. I want to see his profile after this. Like, I'm half expecting him not to do, or to have any sort of fucking wins. Yay, 300 points, that's all I need. Give me goodies. Interesting, too. He's a level 33 prestige. I think I'm only level 31. Yeah, so the dude's technically more higher level than me. Although, look at that, though. His average kills per battle is way fucking lower than mine. He's got like half of my kills. So he plays a lot, but maybe not as impactful as you might think. Someone just text me? No, of course not. I keep hearing reverberations in the distance and I can't tell if something's going on or not. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Got it, I need my fucking crate. But I think the issue is I still need... I don't know if I'm going to get my crate. I actually haven't been able to get my crate in a hot second. I mean, it's probably because I'm not using shotguns at all, but it's like the one weapon I do not care about. Raids are bullshit. Dude ain't happy with it. I mean, the thing is, raids are expensive and time-consuming, and there's also just like a weird incidence case of you end up losing a lot of your time due to like some weird fucking niche with the game. Like if you go on to like a scavenger mission with Gone in 2 minutes, like you're basically not gonna win. Never really. Or you go into certain maps where it's a convoy, one lancer or melee comes in and then you just instantly die. Like I feel like there's a lot of situations in those modes where death of the convoy happens rapidly as opposed to just like gradually. Like gradually, okay, at least you can make a case, okay, they weren't consistently fucking up their, you know, how should I say? They were consistently fucking up their engagements. But no, it's just like one time, it's like the one time they fuck up, it costs them the entirety of the mission. That dude's probably getting rammed. He is cute. Where are you going? Fuck, why is that? Decimating my car's FPS. Just keep moving, you'll be fine. The Gorel cabins here are little babies. Come on, you'll be okay. Just stop sitting in one place and getting fucking picked. Come on. Come on, there we go. You'll get there, I trust you. You got that damage potential. But are you gonna waste your time on little old me? You seem like you might. Although to be fair, just by sheer fact I am somehow alive, did they just all kind of sit there and get rammed? I think they did. God damn. I need to do a low tier cannon build with dual Avengers on an icebox cabin, and I just need to see how absolutely brain fucking dead that is. Get a Colossus, 2 Avengers on icebox. I could probably get MVP every game. Get a couple ammo packs on there. Easy. Fucking cannons. I mean, the thing is, cannons just have such a natural advantage, because you have to remember, even with their low fire rate and whatnot, they still have extremely high damage. I mean, let's take a look at the Avenger. Okay. Gerb. Alright, none of these have Avenger within their name. How is that correct? Alright. Is there a different title for that gun? I don't have one in my inventory, so I can't really tell. So weapons. White quality. There we go. So what's your HP? Look at this. This bitch right here is a white tier gun, but it has 217 HP. And this right here is an epic tier gun. It only has 300. It also weighs a considerably more, or rather, weighs a fuck ton more. So the Avenger already has an advantage just by sheer, like, weight ratio. Its weight ratio is about a 2. And it's still probably going to do a decent amount of damage. Okay, what if you want something different? What if you upgrade that to a Judge? Here we go. Same power score. It actually has even a higher durability to mass ratio. Wow, it's above a 1/2. It's above a 0.5. That's pretty good. Sure, less ammunition, but higher damage. I mean, good fucking HP. Want to make it even better? Get an 88. Look at that thing. Fucking 400 pounds and still a nearly 1-to-2 ratio for durability and mass. That shit's nice. Sure, less ammunition, but still even higher damage. I mean, shit's nice. Okay, what about the little boy? Things even, I mean, wow. A blue tier gun, but that biznitch has 400 HP. Like, you can see why these things can be stacked up like armor. They're incredibly difficult to strip. I mean, unless you're like an absolutely god-awful cannoneer, you should be able to keep your guns easy peasy, no doubt whatsoever. Let's see, I would need 12 energy for 2 of you. So let's see, with the growl, no, the growl only has 11, right, I think. Yeah, so I would only be able to have 1 of you. Yeah, so, actually, wait, icebox. Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work. I would have to use a spider. I would. Yeah, get a spider, though, and a hot rod on a little boy. Oh, yeah, 2 of those things, get extra reload speed on that. Oh, yeah, even better. Because you guys remember, with 50% hit chance, little boy has the same DPS as a fat man. Either has equivalent or even higher, I think, actually. Just to show you how shitty the fat man is, and then they nerfed it again. Oh, God. Actually, how bad is the fat man right now for price? Search up fat man. Yep, negative 61 coins right now. God, that is cheap. I mean, literally right now, it's worth it just to get the fat man, because they're more than certainly going to have to increase its durability or damage or reload speed or something to make it competitive, because right now, as it currently stands, the thing sucks. Absolute cock. I mean, don't just say that's bad or anything. Disclaimer, what the fuck ever. But, I mean, it legitimately sucks. Like, there's no good position right now, because what it does, it can be done by a shitty blue tier weapon even better. Not to mention that I think the blue tier gun, like, doesn't it have more ammunition? So it gives you rely less on other extraneous weapons. Oh, imagine that too. 2 little boys plus a harpy cabin. Oh my god. You're gonna be absolutely fucking fine. You'll be able to do some major deeps. Although to be fair, that would require you to have the harpy cabin, and that business is expensive. I think like $2,000. Fucks with this hitching again. I don't know what's causing that. Sorry if you're getting this hitching. It's appearing on my screen. I'm not quite sure what's causing it. I'm not sure if it's if my hard drive's full or what the fuck ever. I mean, that could make sense. So, of course, Bastion Cab on Goliath tracks. You need to stop existing right now. Yeah, see, look, those goblins have such a good range, too. I'm a goblin build, I'm intelligent. I know how to undermount side guns and then to get a Bastion Cab. Oh, yeah, and look at that. He's got a golden eagle, too. Cannot have a more basic bitch build than that. Cannot have a more basic bitch build. That's the only upside of being at the 8K range. At least you don't have to deal with goblin builds as much. But even then, once you get to 8K, then you start dealing with bullshit like fortified fortresses of floating cannoneers that one-shot your entire cab. So it's like, yeah, I'd rather just play at the low tier. At least the low tier is fun. Only downside, can't really get batteries. Not really sure why you felt the need to pop yourself up that close. But you know what? I ain't gonna judge you. You're a beautiful creature. Don't let any man tell you otherwise. You are an eagle spreading your wings, sorry. Yeah, it's like that dude passively got his turrets all destroyed. Good shit. You know what? I feel like you know what I feel like they're gonna do at some point with goblins? They're going to increase their damage, but then they're gonna make their energy requirement 3, and it's basically gonna go destroy goblin builds. And I feel like that's really the only way to go, because as it currently stands, nah, then there would really be no place for goblins, because right now The only place for goblins is at low tier. High tier, they really don't make much sense unless you're on like some really weird fast build. And they really don't make any sense in competitive play. Alright, looks like everyone left. Makes sense. Actually, with that then, with everyone leaving, let me go ahead and get myself some water, so I'll be right back. You know, I think I might need to stick to more YouTube videos. Because it seems like not a lot of people like my streams anymore. And I get it, it's not for everybody. Streams are a very niche topic, very niche thing. But literally, it's resulted in like zero fucking growth for this channel in a long fucking time. Like, it'll be months before streaming actually does anything, but I suppose it's also kind of my fault. Because I also stream at weird hours for only like 3 hours at a time, which is never good. I mean, I always like to use the metric as likes to determine whether or not a stream was good, but even then that's useless because sure, while people like the stream, that's still only going to be like a very niche portion of people who actually subscribe and actually stay around. I mean, because theoretically, if I had everyone in my subscriptions like one of my videos, I would have over 200 likes, but yet I get engagement of around 1%. Or less. Which is actually pretty bad. I mean, you see a lot of higher tier channels with like 10, 20, 30% engagement. It's just like, damn, that's a lot. How the fuck do you do it? Probably not spamming their inboxes with fucking streams all day. Ooh, more Bill Maher. That'd actually be kind of good. Although they have the fucker from PragerU in there. Oh, God. How about no to that? God, no. PragerU, you're fun and all to look at, but damn, you ugly. I think I actually might make a video tomorrow about the issues with... Probably want to make a video about the issues with competitive and crossout. I mean, because there's quite a few issues in crossout with competitive, especially if you consider the fact that I think with competitive, I want to say there's like an extreme high chance. Oh, sorry. There's like an extreme high chance of you being matched up with a low tier, or not rather, as a low tier team, you match with an extremely high tier team. Like, it was common for my clan to face a top 100 all the fucking time. Especially during the first round of clan wars that were held early morning in American time. So the majority of people in America would not be online to engage at that time. So we were at a ping disadvantage, and then you were facing the more seasoned European clans who were clearly going to be way fucking stronger, or the more dedicated clans who were online at the time. So you were just kind of at a natural disadvantage if you played at that hour. With player counts and with just the average skill level you would encounter. Flex and Lex hit this. Ooh. Here, just keep going. You got a goblin builder. And I'll say, yeah, you got that Bastion cab on there. Ah, just right at the range. Come on here, we can tickle some feet together. We can have muchos gracias time. Beautiful. Thank you for the 3 points. It'll make myself actually look more important than I actually am. Oh yeah, assuming we even win this. Oh, actually, it's just bots. Sweet. It's actually the first time the bots were left alone. Usually these boys are just like beeline to for the 3 points. Lit as fuck, broad. And you got a lot of fucking nerve being alive. Are you out of ammunition? I think he is. Hey, what are you gonna do? Just strip? Oh, again! What is with this weird barrel popping shit? Is the bot kicking ass? Nope, it's not. Fuck. If I didn't have that barrel pop, I would have been able to kill him. And of course, MVP again. Now, let's say, has anyone else actually looked at... What is that? Has anyone actually looked at the brand new couple of games that Blizzard announced? Like, pretty much universal consensus has been, yeah, the only one worth actually considering is Diablo 4, because everyone else, or every other game, Overwatch 2, the expansion for World of Warcraft, the brand new expansion to Hearthstone, the I mean, it's just like everything else no one gives a shit about. Like when they announced Overwatch 2, I was like, oh my fucking god, really? That's all you have? A few new PvP maps? And you converted old PvP maps into PvE maps, and you added in leveling to PvE? Like at this point, all you're doing is retreading old ground with Team Fortress 2, and unless you do something like miraculously way the fuck better, I guarantee you the next expansion that comes around is going to be absolutely god-awful. Or rather, Overwatch 2 is going to be god-awful. It's just going to be the exact same thing as Overwatch 1. Which makes sense, because I can't imagine them revamping all of Overwatch's cast line with brand new characters. We'll see, though. We'll see how it turns out. It's kind of funny, though. Basically, everyone in that game aged except... Or rather, no one aged in that game except Reinhardt, who aged like fucking crazy. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Actually, everyone should be the same age. Yeah, that's right, because Reinhardt was old as shit, even in the original game. Okay. It'd actually be just probably the same timeline. Fuck, is this basically going to be an expansion, or rather, like a DLC to the original game? Except everyone's progress and stats is going to be reset. I wonder if the old Overwatch is actually going to be used, and if that's just going to be a dead game on everyone's computer. Nah, to be fair, I've uninstalled all those games from Blizzard because I don't really support their company right now. Maybe if they stop being a piece of shit, I might be more inclined to enjoy their stuff, but I mean, they're still releasing mediocre games. They're still unapologetic about their cocksucking for China. I mean, like, at this point, why the fuck would I support them? Like, there's nothing redeeming about them other than nostalgia, which, yeah, congratulations. Like 30 other fucking things I could say the exact same thing for, but they also don't, you know, harshly punish players for capitulating to a dictatorship or some shit like that. I don't know. We'll see. I guarantee you Overwatch 2 and the Hearthstone pack and the expansion to WoW, all of those are going to sell absolutely fucking abysmally, and Diablo 4 is going to save them, or at least keep them afloat. Because I guarantee you they're going to hemorrhage subs for the new WoW DLC. Especially considering that the cinematic for the new WoW DLC didn't impress anybody, and wasn't like as like bombastic as the old one. So I mean, right now, what is the actual like to dislike ratio on that new WoW cinematic, where Sylvanas managed to kick the ass of the Lich King without even trying? And it's for like some bullshit reason too. It wasn't like the Sylvanas outplayed him. It was just like Sylvanas was able to summon chains for some fucking reason, and the Lich King couldn't beat it somehow. I'm like, then alright, sweet. Let me see. Here it is. Lich King looks absolutely badass. Yep. Give that a solid, it looks like I don't need to renew my WoW sub out of 10. 10 upvotes. Sweet. Yep, so 50,000 versus 20,000. That's fucking awful for a brand new cinematic. Because I remember the original one for Battle for Azeroth got way, way, way fucking higher averages. God. That new expansion... that one's gonna suck. That one's gonna suck. I just wanna know what their subs are gonna be like. Like, I'm just half expecting it to be absolutely abysmal. Great, you boys better get to B then. That's fine. Interesting, they all gotta come for me? Hello there, how you doing there, people? Nice to see you there. No! Why the fuck do you have so much ammunition? And again, that dude's also doing a brain dead build. Just the straight 2 cannons with Goliath tracks. Fucking meta as hell. I actually wonder how much Goliath and cannon slash goblin builds there are. Like, I want to see the percentage. Like, how much of a team, or how many builds out there at the 5k range are comprised of these 2 or 3 parts. And it's probably gonna be like some 50%, I swear to God. It has to be. Like, no one uses machine guns or reapers, shotguns, or at least other shotguns than goblins. Or even other ones like corvos or energy weapons or anything like that. Like, there's so much diversity in terms of like parts you can use, and yet pretty much no one touches them. Like, no one touches quasars, but they will touch 88s. Like, you have all of this shit for weapons, and it's basically... Let me take a look here. Basically, none of these are used, really. You have... basically none of these being used except for this and maybe this. None of these are used. These are used. These are used sparingly. That's not used at all. In fact, it's mostly just like these couple that are used. All these are just tossed away in trash. These are kind of common, but much less so. If anything, you're gonna get these two. These two are kind of eh. Never. And then never. Never. Occasionally, never. 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 All of these, never. And never. Pretty much all that shit's not used at all. I might see more diversity up at 8k, but I mean, yeah, probably not. There's a lot of weapon diversity in this game, and the game will probably actively utilize maybe a third of it or a fourth of it at any given moment, and never any more. But still, though, look at that. Look at that fucking like to dislike ratio on this. My God. 53k to 20k. This game is going to fucking die. It won't die, but damn, will no one want to play it. And so what happens when you leave your character AFK in ICC for 5 expansions? Am I a joke to you? Sylvanas is literally Shadow the Hedgehog and people deviant art stories. You think it's just green Jesus. Also Blizzard. Time for elf Jesus then. Same. Sylvanas is kind of having too much of an overarching story. I mean, if her story's been basically plaguing like 3 or 4 expansions at this point, they really need to fucking chill with her. I'm tired of her, and I don't even play the damn game. I like keeping up to date on the story of World of Warcraft, but literally everything else I don't. Maybe at some point they can make her interesting, but I don't know. She's just not like... She's not a good character. Like, she used to have maybe like weird, mysterious motivations, but like after her motivations are known and she's just like, I'm trying to avoid death, and now I'm trying to just be the king of death and avoid it even further. It's like, wow, I guess really you are a fucking one-dimensional character with like no redeeming arcs or nothing profound to say. You're just kind of bad for the sake of being bad, which is kind of good in a way, but at the same time, not really. Like, I don't give a shit. Also, how are they going to explain whether or not how the Alliance and Horde are going to be able to make any sort of foothold inside the new zone, with both of their factions basically being crippled by this long-standing war? Also, what's the side story going to be about the politics of the situation? Like, are they just going to wrap all this shit up in like some weird side stories and books within the regular game itself? Like, I feel there's a lot of interesting shit and it's just going to be unanswered. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm still giving that a solid out of 10. And the community does not like it. If you actually... Let me take a look at the trailer for... What was it? What was the trailer for their features? Ah, yes, here we go. Yeah, even worse. 13K versus 4.2. Shadowlands class pruning. Everyone is now a Death Knight. Oh yeah, top comment. New Dungeons and Raids. Seriously, we know it's an MMO after 15 years. The art department has been carrying the entire WoW team for years. Yep. I mean, I played a little bit of Battle of Azeroth at the beginning, and while the game itself looked absolutely beautiful and it played absolutely, okay, but I mean, the actual gameplay department and the department behind, like, systems like professions or questing or reputation, they all have been doing their mobile game research like crazy because their design for World of Warcraft has just gotten more and more free-to-play-esque over the years and more grindy to the point of it being basically a tedium to play that game. Like, I remember just trying to get my Dark Iron Dwarf for Battle for Azeroth, because that's literally all I cared about. And holy shit, that took me fucking ages. That took me ages. Like, say all you want about Cataclysm, at least they didn't make Reputation like a super fucking hard thing to do. You could just wear a tabard and you were good. You were solid. You're set. Like, you didn't have to do, 1,700 quests for, 3 months straight. Like, it just seems like they took what they learned in Battle of Azeroth and turned up all the negatives to, like, a +10. Like, I guarantee you when that expansion comes out, everyone's gonna be like, yep, this looks like shit, and you also don't have a compelling story to carry your ass this time. But right now, World of Warcraft is actually probably being saved like crazy by WoW Classic. WoW Classic is probably carrying the shit out of World of Warcraft right now. Like, if it isn't for WoW Classic, I'm more than certain Blizzard right now and Activision would probably have lost all of their fucking subs. Like, I want there a poll to be done. How much of World of Warcraft subscriptions, or rather just statistics, are based around, purely around people who are playing, like, WoW Classic more than half the time? Like, out of all their time of playing WoW, how much of it is dedicated purely to Classic? Because I feel like that's what it would have to be. Like, people are talking about just not getting the new expansion and just playing Classic, which is going to be kind of interesting. Where there basically be just two populations of people playing Classic and then the regular expansion, but then the Classic one always being like 3 times as large. I got you there, little buddy. I mean, they're eventually gonna get caught. Ah, yes, come on here. You're looking mighty fucking tasty. Yeah, no, fuck it. If he's just gonna be a cock tease, I'd rather just capture the point. It's gonna take 2 seconds anyway. Literally just get on the ledge, perk your ass down, and you'll be fine. Or you could freak out and not try to peel weapons off. Either way works just fine. There you go, he's doing it. Machine gunner knows what to do. What a beautiful specimen. There we go, you came back down. So nice to see you. Using it a little bit last points. I appreciate it. Nice. I'll take it. I feel like I'm still getting a points cap though. I feel like my points, my Like, my experience has been getting capped at 2,000, I feel like. Because I keep getting consistently over that, but then it just gets reduced right back down. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I want that train plow. Oh. Oh. Getting 2 of those bad boys, making a truck with train plows on either side, looking mighty fucking sexy. Get a caucus on there too. Ooh. My boy making me juice already. Oh, they wouldn't be able to do a quadruple caulk build. I mean, I could. Quadruple caulk builds with wide cars, really fucking hard. Especially if you try to use tracks. That shit ain't gonna work. Although, to be fair, the tracks are gonna be like 90% of your armor. And you can also just reduce the amount of frames you have to by an ass load and be absolutely fine. Oh, let me see. How much would it cost to upgrade? Interesting. Will not let me upgrade my other part while away. Okay, whatever. Part durability increased by 10% or mass by 3%. Oof. So it's only 3%. So what's 3% of 1,000? That'd be what, 30? So I can only get like an extra 30 mass limit from that engine. It's actually not as good as I thought it would be. I thought it would actually be considerably higher. Yeah, whatever. Still pretty good. So I'll go ahead and save over that. Slightly larger car, slightly more bulbous. I like the design though. Still works. Still looks pretty. If anything, I would upgrade it with that, but I'm not sure if that would work. You'd hit mass limit pretty much immediately and have to strip off a shitload of armor. But at that point, you're also guarding your car like crazy. Hey, what's up there? How you doing, my dude? Welcome, welcome. I don't know, we're just debating what to do for this build. I mean, I could try that. How much would it actually impact it? And let's... Actually, we can keep those on there. Although, to be fair, that won't be necessary to keep those on. Let's see. Meat grinders. Would this actually potentially work? Although, no, that wouldn't work at all. Those things raise up way too much. I wouldn't be able to do anything with that. What if I slapped you in there? Oh, look at that. We just hit the mass limit pretty much immediately. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that won't work. And I really don't want to use hardened tracks, too, because these bad boys are so effing expensive. Okay, though. Okay. That actually may be a good idea. Let's put you one more up. And then let's cap this off real quick. Where are you at? I just had you there a second ago. Where'd you go, fatty? Here you are. There we go. So let's see. An extra, like, 200 points. But then we still have the max speed. Yeah, that actually ain't too bad. It still kind of works. I'm just kind of curious as to, like, the turning speed. It's actually still pretty agile. It's not, like, as good, but it's still pretty effing good. I just need to be faster than Goblet builds or Goliath builds. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Those dudes with the Golden Eagle, they can go, like, 55 miles an hour, so they'll be, like, the exact same speed as me. As long as they got, like, that top-tier acceleration. We'll see. I have, like, 30% confidence in this build. And by build, I mean just amalgamation of shit. I could throw in a hot rod on that. Or I could throw in an engine even. I could throw in like a... Ooh, I could throw in the Golden Eagle. No, that wouldn't work. I'd be able to go fast, but it wouldn't do anything. It would just really elevate my power score. Actually, I don't know. That would only add like an extra 100 power on there. But that goes fast as fuck, boys. I don't know, as long as it can be more beefy, that's really the only big concern for me. AA. That was a big concern with the tires, but now I'm concerned that it might blow up too consistently with this. Hey, what's up there, Joseph? Wanna hug and cuddle? We can make it out a little bit later on. Maybe behind my swamp. Hey there, boy. Oh, fuck. A little bit too many machine guns for me. There we go. Yeah, fuck. I swear I feel like I just need to put a bumper on the back of my car. Yeah. The boy's still not happy. Frank got 2 fucking kills, of course. And so the issue is our bots did a tard charge across the bridge, and all of their bots stayed behind, and all of their bots look like they're cannons. So, we're just getting the really fucking short end of the stick right now. And don't hurt me, puppy. I love you so much. Suicided on twice. Still survived. Not bad. Okay, so you're still capped. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about my speed, though. 40% power. 8% speed. Extra 10. Yeah, so it can go up to 80, but this thing doesn't go up to 80 anyway. Would that really matter? I'm kind of curious. I mean, would it even fit in here, though? Not quite. It's a little bit big of a chonker. Here, how about you squeeze in there? Put your butt of thighs in. Although, for some reason, I cannot go through the roof. Here we go. Here, where the fuck did you go? Oh, so you can't fit in here at all. Why is that? Is it just like one too narrow? It is. Shit. So in order for me to actually put it in there, I'd basically have to take out a wall. Ah. Okay, yeah, no. That would require me to do extensive redesign of the interior, and I'm just like, fuck that, that's not gonna work. What if we slap you guys there and then threw on bumpers? Oh, actually, wait. Get rid of those. And then throw on some, like, bigger chonkers of bumpers there. Will that actually save you more? We're kind of, I mean, maybe it might help him? Did this seriously repeat twice? No, go away. Blood gang. Yeah, there we go. Big off wave, I'll take that. And what chonker is heavy enough to fit in here? The thing is, I can't get any of these beasts to really fit in well. Because, like, I can't attach, like, none of them to the side. Welcome, Moon and Star. Lead me through fire and war. Ooh. Ooh, okay, well, that ain't gonna work. What would help make these caucuses more survivable? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, they're still surrounded by, like, the heaviest fenders possible. They give them, like, an extra 100 HP. It's like, there's, like, really nothing I can do. They're just kind of beamed. They're kind of beamed. How much would these cost? I can kind of do that, maybe. Just add, like, really cheap bumpers to the side of them. And, like, that would just make them really difficult to kill, maybe. Kind of. It works for that one, but it can't work for that one, because that one's, like, really deeply seated in. And, I mean, those boys still are decent HP. Oh, yeah, though, look at that weight, though. Oh, wow. That's a massive effing difference. Just because I don't have that last, like, 1,000 pounds of tonnage. Here we go. What if I just put that back just a tad bit? There we go. Reduces my power considerably, but gives me those extra zooms. There is no escape. Ooh. There we go. Let's try that. And then maybe fatter bumpers. Something chunky. Yeah, because that has more HP right there. A little bit heavier, but a little bit more oomph. And I guess it kind of protects that side a tad bit more. We'll see how it turns out, though. And here, how about we add on some more accessories on there. Make that a tad bit more protected. Fuck it, I don't know. Satchel bags. I love these things. If I could have an entire convoy just dedicated to those, I would take it. Alright, let's try it. What's my power score now? 5-5. Yep, I'm gonna get beamed. This is too high for a car like this. To only have 2 guns. Like, I can get away with like low 5s. But at medium to high 5s, I'm gonna start brawling with high tier teams. So I'm pretty much gonna get fucked. Breaking news, Twitch drops enabled. Fuck, they need to do that for crossout at some point. Like, I swear to God, even if they just bring back, like, the shitty white crates that all they would give you is, like, a cord or whatnot, that would still be a really, really good way to grow the streaming community on Twitch, especially for crossout, which then would feed back into your own game. And on top of that, I mean, it's not like anybody in the crossout community or in the crossout game itself would be, like, getting way too much rewards. Because all they'd be getting is, like, shitty whites. But still, they'd be getting something for free by watching somebody. So, like, that would make watching content creators that much better. I still want to try that. Maybe I should just recommend it on the forums. Like, I feel like that's like the only reason why the Twitch community for ESO is as large as it is. Because Twitch drops just give it so much. Well, that and there's like 3 content creators too for Twitch. Or for ESO that actually make it decently big. Fextra's Life, Fangrush, and Alcast. Sure, the other people might help, but like they collectively have the same impact as like Fangrush at best. I guess it's still something. I guess it still looks like I still get the same people. God, that dude fucking decimated. You see, who needs skill when you can just ram face first and still win? Where are you going, boy? Come on, let's hug it out. Come on, you're looking extra thick. Come here. Yeah, say my turning is shit in this car. Got him. You see, Rupert? You're an absolutely beautiful beast. To be fair, that car is actually built like a beast. Thing can actually survive a lot of hits. Yeah, so this would actually probably be like the best map for me to try out tracks. I have like the best traction here. So my handling here is just superb. Sweet. You shouldn't be able to pin me in. I am a jawbreaker cabin. You are a growl. I have 20... The fact this dude's able to pin me in, I could haul 13,000 pounds. That dude can probably haul maybe a tenth of that. Fucking hate wedge builds. The weird physics in this game is so weird. Sometimes a car can push a 40-ton Leviathan easy peasy. Sometimes they can not move in growl build. All weird. And it's like all based whether or not like wheels touch ground or like some shit like that. Okay, so it ain't that bad. Maybe if I could do actually twin wheels up here. Steering twin wheels, that is. So that I can just have one armored track in the back. Okay, I'm caught in something. Okay, yeah, no, that would work. That would have to be a regular twin wheel. And same thing for you. There we go. So reduce the power score by 200. However, I should have amazing steering now. It ain't too bad. But then I should still be able to reverse up at max speed. Okay, no, the wheels still reduce it down to 20. What if large wheels instead? Because these big boys have a little bit extra hauling power. No, not quite. They're close. But no cigar. Should I just go straight up legs? Fuck the system. Yes. Feel my power. I am nothing but leg. Just kidding. I have no weight left. Yep. I need an extra 200 pounds. I'm fat as shit. Oh god. How to reduce this weight in a reasonable manner. There we go. Still though, I'm only going at 40 kilometers an hour. Good shit. And how to cover you up there real quick. Here, yeah, just throw you on. Fuck it, why have this card look good? It's a pure suicide mission now. God, I'm gonna be so vulnerable to ramming. Someone's just gonna slide right underneath my ass cheeks and blast it in 2 seconds. It's a linchpin car, but boy, if we ain't doing it. It's gonna be really hard for shotgunners to get my guns now. But it's gonna be really hard for my guns to get anybody. My guns are just gonna be sitting there like, fuck is up here. In fact, I may need to get rid of those. Just so that I can have an underside. Ooh, nope. Just need 2 of you. Ah, damn it. Okay, so quite can't have it that heavy. I mean, what are you guys? 359. Yeah, these guys are a little bit lighter. Although, flip it around, please. I mean, it's still gonna give me a shit ton of HP. And then... fuck, still too heavy. Canvas roof? Hey, why not? Not 300 pounds. Still a tad bit lighter. And still gets the majority of the point across. And then try dual grills. Do I have enough weight limit left? No, I don't. Not for them. So fenders, it is. It's all you get. Enjoy. Scratch that. You don't get that. You get the idea of fenders. It's more of a suggestion, really. It's a piece of shit. Ma, I think the fucking cat's broke. Wait, what? Why are Korean symbols popping up in my timeline right now? Ah. It's about that Wonho fucking K-pop member leaving. I don't even know why I know that shit. I don't even listen to any of their songs. Or to any of the K-pop's band songs, to be honest. Interesting. Is my bot not working? I wouldn't be surprised. Test in. No, it is interesting. Alright. Works for me. Using mind control. Boy. Alright. I think we're gonna do one game with the legs, see how the shit turns out, but I guarantee you it's gonna suck. Well, actually, we're gonna need to make it in the style. I painted all white. Actually, wait, sorry. All white. There we go. White after Labor Day? It's god-awful build. Let's see if it works. You can't stop me if you wanted to. I might just get more points just by feeling that I'm going to be much later to combat. Thusly, no one's going to be able to get me in time. I am only a harmless spider build. There is no need to run after me. Fuck. I forgot how slow these things are without spider legs. Or without spider cab. Without spider cab, this thing is legitimately molasses. Oh, that's right, melee bills ignore you now. I'll just go ahead and get out of here real quick. You can't stop me. I'm no- okay, never mind. I'm nothing but persistent. Nice, a solid 1 demolition point. I feel like I would have better success on a dual spark build. God, I want to try that shit so bad. Quantum cab, dual spark. That has to be a thing at some point. Triple spark build, humpback, even better. Like at some point, I gotta try that shit. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. Sarah, you stupid hoe. But to be fair, she might win this. Because she has a lot of bots. It's your fucking fault. Put your own bots. The only time ever these bots actually even do anything is when the entire enemy team collectively has a stroke. Otherwise, not really. Sarah's gonna be default high. Yep. Alright, one more try. I want to at least get a win with this. I want to kill somebody with this. Let me get them daddy long legs in there. To be fair though, I feel like the caucuses strapped on either side of the legs, a little bit elevated, would probably actually do fairly well with this. Because then they would kind of have like the legs guarding them. Fuck off there, hippies. Leader coming through. Biggest right through. Technically helping. In reality, more of a suggestion. Although technically now I can brawl. Nice. I am definitely getting stripped. Yep. Fuck it. That's still a thing that amazes me. The fact that caucuses are this easy to be stripped is beyond me. Yeah. I'm not gonna win this. Alright, well, we've already confirmed that legs with caucuses, absolutely awful. Never attempt. Wasn't that fun testing? Probably not. I had an aneurysm while doing that. Never again. Save me from this hell. Ooh, actually, wait. For this, can you guys have those big fatties? These trundle bars. And then a place here? Ooh, you can. Nice, okay. So we just got one improvement there. I probably don't need to add too many more accessories. Here, let's just slap something in here, though. Try to keep these things slightly safer from explosions. I'm not sure if that would save it, so I'm going to leave that clean. And maybe something for protection up here, too. Who knows? More of a suggestion. Beautiful. Love it. I say that's more for fucking around. I just need to have more of these spaces. I need to get more exhibition space. That's it. But aren't those things like expensive right now? How expensive is blueprint storage? Things probably got to be pricey as hell. Actually, it's not that bad. It's actually sub 300 now. Oh, I mean, look at that. More than triple the demand. It's quite times so. Oh, is it worth it to make right now? What does crossout database say? Is it worth it? Yes or no? Bloom. Technically, there's a 21 crafting margin on it. So yeah, it actually is more advantageous for you to make one of these blueprint storages. Especially if you can get like the 50% off workbenches. If you can ever do that for legendary parts, oh, it's amazing. It saves you so much damn money. You make so much in the end, but I think I'm getting tired. It's 1 in the morning. I've been streaming for like 3, 4, 5 hours today, so I think I'm going to call it good. So if you had fun, follow whatever platform is your favorite. If you're just joining us, you can still follow for next time. I'll most certainly be streaming. Probably not tomorrow, maybe the day after that. It just depends. I also may be releasing a video regarding competitive and crossout, but that's neither here or there. But I want to thank you all again. So that there's social media links. Fuck, I can't say anything right now. As well as Discord if you want to join the community and get notified whenever I go live. You know the shit about that. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.